Well, behind the break here on Fox Horizon, if a hurricane brings oil ashore and it splatters all over your house, are you protected? We have an insurance expert weighing in. You can't afford to miss what he has to say. With eyes on a possible tropical system out in the Caribbean, it's a strong reminder we're in the midst of hurricane season. A new concern this year, what happens if the storm picks up oil from the spill and brings it ashore? Will your insurance cover that oil damage? For the answer, we turn to Chip Merlin of the Merlin Law Group, an expert in policy language. Good morning, Mr. Merlin.
Good morning.
So how do we protect ourselves from oil? Is that covered in our homeowners policy?
Boy, that's one of the worst things that could possibly happen, and unfortunately, it really is not. Most people don't understand that homeowners policies primarily cover just the structure itself, and it really doesn't cover the land. For most homeowners policy, there is a $10,000 pollution cleanup clause that might apply in this particular case, but we're going to have to wait and see what the insurance companies might say on that. There could be a little bit of an argument there.
Oh, I imagine there's going to be an argument. And what kind of language do you look for? Do you need the word pollution in your policy?
Well, very few insurance policies actually cover pollution. Most of the insurance policies actually exclude those. There's an exception, though, where you have a pollutant that comes onto your property as a result of an explosion. And I know it sounds like you have to be a semantic just to understand your own insurance policy, but the argument will be that the BP spill was caused by an explosion, and therefore the oil got out in the water, and then eventually if it comes up onto your property, you have $10,000 for cleanup, which is not going to be very much given what the cost of cleaning up oil is.
True, very true. Now, what about flood insurance? Since it's in the water, would that cover it?
Now, that is a very great point. I am urging everybody, if you don't have flood insurance and you live anywhere close to coastal areas, go out and buy national flood insurance. And that's because if the oil does come up in a hurricane storm surge and it gets dropped off on your property, the National Flood Program has already indicated that it will cover the oil that's left over, hits your home, hits your land, and it will pay for that. And there are a lot of areas that get inundated far inland, miles inland, if you have a major hurricane. So if you're anywhere within 3, 4, 5 miles of the coastal area and you don't have flood insurance, I'd strongly urge you to go down there and get it. It's relatively cheap, especially when you're just a little bit off the beach area.
Some great advice this morning, Chip. Thanks so much for joining us and giving us that insight. We really appreciate it.
Thank you. Have a great day.
And if you have any other questions,